Hello, this week I'm still in Romania and I'm staying at the Apollo Wellness Club. So come on, let's get well-ness. Yeah, the Apollo Wellness Club, named after, as I'm sure you guessed, the former world heavyweight boxing champion Apollo Creed, who actually came here and snipped the ribbon when this place was opened back in the late 70s. I think it was about a year or so before his epic rematch with Rocky Balboa, where of course he finally lost the strap. Now, this place is well known in these parts for a range of wellness services that it offers. They've got a hammam there, they do excellent massage, they do things with electrical impulses, sort of those mud packing things, but most importantly is their saltwater pools. They're very warm saltwater pools which are said to have very healthy properties. These are very popular throughout Romania. People actually come from all over Romania to go to this one, apparently because of its very high iodine content. It's got the highest iodine content in Transylvania, and that's good according to its website, because iodine is the ion of human longevity, and I am not going to argue with that. I'll be honest with you, the average age of the clientele at the Apollo Wellness Club skews a couple of decades older even than me. It's not a place where you find a lot of teenagers hanging about, snogging, whatever it is they get up to. Nevertheless, it's very comfortable. It's got a great swimming pool, and we know the manager. She's a good friend of ours, so we like to come here. And on this occasion, for the first time, we're staying for about a week. So I thought, right, this time I need to take advantage of some of these services and therapies that they offer. If only to get a peek into what my life might be like in about 25 or 30 years' time. So I've decided to start with a mud pack therapy. I'm going to show you that. But before I do, I've got to have a checkup with a doctor to make sure my blood pressure is up to it. Let's go. It's just over here. Probably better if you just meet me there, yeah? Okay, so I'm just getting my blood pressure taken for my mud wrap. And apparently the reason for this is that they have to check my blood pressure is within the normal parameters, because when I have the mud wrap, my blood pressure is going to go up and down. So obviously if my blood pressure is already very high, then there could be problems. But it's okay. My blood pressure is okay, so I can have my mud wrap. Hello, I'm speaking to you from the future, or at least from the mysterious editing process. Cards on the table, when I had the idea of filming my wellness, it didn't really occur to me that this was going to involve me showing you large swathes of my extremely pallid skin. So really this is a viewer discretion is advised sort of message. Some of the scenes you're about to see are not particularly attractive, and one or two of them resemble an alien autopsy thanks to my unusual body frame. At the moment, its sensation is just that it's hot. I can feel it going into my muscles. Not that I've got many. So the mud is supposed to, I think, draw toxins out of my body and relax my muscles, so that's around my back and shoulders and knees, as you saw. And now I've been told that I must lie here silently without moving for half an hour, and then everything will be peeled off and I'll be allowed to shower. So now what follows is half an hour of me lying here very still. It's what YouTube was invented for. So we're about 20 minutes in. I'm feeling very relaxed and very comfortable, very hot, which is, I suppose, what you'd expect when you're wrapped up like a mummy like this. I feel a lot of pressure on my knees, but I've been hearing that this should help my endocrine system and also my ovaries. So I'm hoping I might be able to procreate after this, like Arnold Schwarzenegger did in that movie that time. My main discomfort is that I have a very ticklish nose and I cannot move to scratch it, and my wife is refusing to help me, so I'm just in slight agony with the nose. Other than that, very nice, very pleasant look into what my future holds as an old gentleman. I could do this a couple of times a week, no problem. So that's the end of the mud wrap. Quite sure how that felt. But having said that, I did do a bit of late night drinking last night, and I do feel a bit more cleansed. I was feeling a little bit rough just before. I do feel better since. We have an expert here in mud wraps, Leo. Leo, what did you make of the mud wrap?
A bit disgusting. Never try it at home though. Be sure to watch my channel, Domino Doom.
Great advice. Just having a bit of lunch in a restaurant. It's very nice. I've got some grilled vegetables and something called kashkaval pane. Kashkaval pane is basically sort of cheese, deep fried with sort of breadcrumbs around it. Very tasty. Always reminds me of when I first used to come to Romania. There weren't many options for vegetarians back then, so I used to have kashkaval pane on a fairly regular basis, like, 2 or 3 times a day. I've come down to the spa first thing in the morning to show you the real epicentre of the Apollo Wellness Centre. Behind me there is the swimming pool where my son has been beating me up underwater all week. Over there, we've got the jacuzzi. I haven't been able to get in there all week, it's generally packed. But the real big attraction of this place, as I mentioned before, are the saltwater baths. It's 8 in the morning. I'm going to be the first one into the outdoor saltwater pool. It's pretty cold out here. Hopefully, it's going to be a bit warmer in there. Oh, that's really nice. Being here all alone. It's like a bit like being in the Dead Sea. The body just floats up to the surface. It's actually quite difficult to walk around. If you've got any kind of broken skin at all, it really starts to sting. And a couple of times this week I've been in the morning after shaving, and just because I've shaved my neck, it really stings. And that'll be the iodine, of course, which, as we now know, is the ion of human longevity. Sight you'll see in these saltwater pools are small groups of Romanian people, a bit older than me, I'd say sort of 60s and 70s, and they just come in and just bob around and chatting quietly. It seems like a very peaceful sort of retirement. It's one I look forward to. Well, I've come to the end of my time at the Apollo Wellness Club now. I've had a really tough week of swimming, sitting in saltwater pools and getting mud slopped all over my back. It's been tiring, but it's been a great workout. And after all that, like everyone else here, you deserve a treat. And one thing the Apollo Wellness Club does better than almost anything else is its desserts. Cheers.